Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
2 pleasant days in a row is too much for July, apparently. The heat and humidity both going up tomorrow, and the storm threat coming along with it.
Another rowdy Detroit Charter Revision Commission meeting with nearly a dozen officers on hand to try to keep things under control. Tonight, new details emerging from that terrible barricaded gunman situation that went on for 28 hours in St. Clair Shores.
How she was able to get him out, which probably saved a lot more lives than what actually could have happened here. At the end of what was a 28-hour siege on St. Margaret Street, the gunman Tom Eilenfeld took his own life, but not before killing Carol Bauer. It was her home in which she was living. And tonight, her family wants to set the record straight. Mara McDonald, live in St. Clair Shores. Mara, the family came together tonight for a candlelight vigil.
Devin, they did. You can see the flowers back here. They are for Carol, who was at various points their mother, grandmother, sister, aunt, and they want you to know that the woman who was killed inside this home could not be more different than the man who caused all the terror on this street. Carol Bauer's family gathering in front of the remains of her home on St. Margaret, in shock, in pain, and emotionally gutted.
First of all, I want to straighten this out that Carol was not his girlfriend. He was helping her share the expenses for this house, and unfortunately, this whole relationship was not to be.
They say Carol felt she was trapped, letting Eilenfeld, a longtime friend, live in the home, that she couldn't get rid of him. Her neighbors loved her. They loathed him.
For how he was, Carol was 180-degree different. She was a caring person and an awesome mother and grandmother.
When Eilenfeld got a gun on July 4th and started firing at the family across the street, it was Carol who dragged him into the home to try and get him to stop.
And unfortunately, I think that was the end of her life. By doing that, she sacrificed herself to at least protect the rest of these people out here.
Back here live, I think only now her family is realizing the extent of the manipulation that Tom Eilenfeld was putting on her. I think her family at this point realizes that Eilenfeld likely threatened her, that if she forced him out of this home, that he probably would go after her family. At this point, friends of their family have started a GoFundMe account to help with funeral expenses. I was talking to the family about that tonight off camera. They said anything that isn't used towards the funeral, they would like to have go to Turning Point or to Rainbow Connection, both charities that deal with women and children. Devin, back to you.
Well, Mara, this ordeal that for police was more than a day, 28 hours as we mentioned. I'm wondering how the family feels about how the police handled the situation.
You know, they have nothing but praise for St. Clair Shores Police as well as the medical examiner's office. They believe that the police did everything they possibly could to try and save their mother's life. Yeah. And that they did everything necessary out here. They wish it hadn't gone on as long as it did, clearly, but it did. They have nothing but good things to say about how they were treated. And as we were discussing off camera tonight, you have no idea what a difference it makes when people show you empathy when you're going through something like this.
So right, especially when it ends up where no one wanted it to. All right, Mara. 60s coming overnight. That's pretty comfortable. The humidity, though, on its way back for tomorrow. We'll get over to Ben here, and you're also watching a storm threat.
Yeah, this time of year, those factors usually coincide, and tomorrow is no different. Dew points are in the 50s right now, and it is pretty comfortable, but those mid 60-degree numbers are not too far off. That's where all the humidity has been to our southwest, and it will start creeping up on us tonight, becoming very noticeable as we go into the afternoon. So that's one of the reasons that we're under a marginal risk for severe weather, but this is not going to be a slam dunk. Most of us are probably not going to see a thunderstorm at all tomorrow, and we'll talk timing and why we think that is in just a second. Here's how tomorrow morning starts out. 65 is where we begin, but already in the mid 80s by noon and feeling like the upper 80s. We'll look at the heat index readings and how long this is going to last in just a few minutes. Devin?
Things get heated at tonight's Detroit Charter Revision Commission meeting. As you can see, there were several Detroit police officers on hand to try to keep the peace. Our Jermont Terry was inside that meeting. Jermont, here we go again. Not the first time a Charter Commission meeting has gotten pretty rowdy.
Yes, it's safe to say that people came to this meeting split and they left the exact same way. Now, tonight's meeting was the first since news came of one commissioner filing a police report against another for assault, a complaint later dropped by DPD. But it is clear that this issue is far from over to this community. Sitting where Detroit City Council members handle business, very little business, instead more shouting went on at the Detroit Charter Revision Commissioners meeting. It's a newly formed committee elected to oversee a 3-year revision process for government structure and defining what elected officials can do. But Tuesday night, all that was clear is that these 9 commissioners and the community members are not on the same agenda.
We got to move forward with the business, because if we don't, the only alternative is this thing is going to implode and the state is going to shut you all down.
A packed meeting accompanied by just as many Detroit police officers to handle a very vocal crowd.
For this to have these many officers up in here, we don't even have enough in our community. But y'all wasting tax dollar money bringing them here.
The commission voted to keep all future meetings at the Coleman A. Young Center for the sake of safety. This comes after police officers were called when one commissioner accused another of assault during a recent meeting. The assault case was dropped, but the passion from the crowd proved this issue is far from over. So many interruptions, and police escorted many people out. It was so bad people left early, perturbed.
Disgusted. We're trying to do things. We're trying to get things done.
I don't think no progress is ever going to be made. It's in a disarray.
Now, many people were escorted from that meeting, but only one person was arrested for disorderly conduct. That man refused to quiet down and or simmer down when officers escorted him from the meeting. Reporting live in downtown tonight, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
That's all right, Jermont. Well, dramatic video shows an altercation between former Michigan State star football player Malik McDowell and an Oakland County police officer. Police pulled over McDowell earlier this year in Lathrop Village, allegedly driving recklessly. Once pulled over, McDowell refused to show his license and kept demanding to speak to the officer's supervisor.
I'm going to ask you one more time. I need a supervisor.
I need license, registration, and insurance.
And I need a supervisor.
I told you there isn't a supervisor. I am the supervisor.
Well, after the verbal back and forth, McDowell gets up and walks inside the Marathon gas station, and that is where things went from bad to much worse.
Put your hands behind your back.
Give me a supervisor.
You're going to get tased. You're going to get tased. You're going to get tased. Get down. Get down. Get down.
McDowell was arrested after being tased a number of times. Investigators say his blood alcohol level well over the legal limit at .189. A memorable night in Midtown for a few hundred lucky fans. Jack White and his Raconteurs bandmate Brendan Benson played a special acoustic set at Third Man Records, and Tim Pamplin among the lucky 300 in attendance, and he's there with the night cam. Tim.
A very special concert indeed at Third Man Records. There's Jack White and Royal Oak native Brendan Benson. Jack's band member in the Raconteurs. They got a concert here this weekend.
They don't really play shows this intimate. This isn't a regular thing.
Just 300 tickets available. Prices started at, get this, $3. This is definitely a homecoming for Jack White, who spent his childhood at Cass Tech High School, just a few blocks away. Talking about childhood, check out Stella here from Schwartz Creek, 8 years old.
She's a big White Stripes fan, and I figured this would be a good story for your first show ever.
What a cool first concert, up close and personal. So Stella, how long will you remember this for?
At least 3 years.
I think she might remember it a little bit longer than that. Well, she was one of the lucky ones, front and center. For those who couldn't get in, well, they were resorted to standing on chairs outside and peering through the window. So back inside, Jack White and Brendan Benson and the rest of the Raconteurs play the Masonic Temple Theatre this weekend. It's always lovely when a local kid becomes an international superstar, but never forgets their roots. That's the scene. In Midtown, for the nightcap, Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Of course, just moved to Nashville, but still so very connected to his hometown. Just great to have Jack White back in town. It's become a big problem on social media. New tonight, what Instagram is going to be doing differently to try to stop online bullies. Also, a woman crashes through a police barricade, and that's not the craziest part. How she used a snake to steal another woman's SUV. You can't make it up. Karen?
Mystery still surrounds the disappearance of an Oakland County man.
We're never going to give up.
Nobody has forgotten Kevin.
Last seen at a music festival, his family returns there a year later.
Hi, my brother went missing last year.
Now, a meeting with state police, new leads in the case,
And see if it's true or it's just a hoax.
I'm Local 4 Defender Karen Drew. A Missing in Michigan special report coming up.